Hello, everybody. Eric Taylor here from Courageous Compass. Just want to check in with everybody, see how you're doing today. I actually have a thing I want you guys to do. Actually, a challenge, we'll call it. I challenge you to start setting some goals. I want you to ask yourself a few questions. Ask yourself, what's the purpose? What does a successful outcome look and feel like? It's another good question. Number three, what would my life look like if I achieved my goals? Number four, what's my greatest superpower? Let's go over. Find your greatest superpower. You know it's in you. You can do this. I feel like we're all searching for this every day. Number five, why is this my goal? Why? Why do you choose this goal? Number six, what do I ultimately want to achieve? What do you want to get out of life? What is important to you? Number six, number seven, rather. What's my ideal job description? Just think about it. Like, what would you really like to do? Actually, like to do, enjoy to do? Because a job, it shouldn't be a job. You should be able to just go to work and feel like you're just having fun. You're just doing something you want to do. And like, it's not work at all. Like, you're just chilling, doing things that you would like to do on any given time. Number eight. What are my values? What do you value? What is important to you? Is it your family, friends, social life, whatever it be? Do you value helping others? Is that one of your values? Do you value being creative? Or do you value just like some fun stuff? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Just what do you value? Some of these questions are pretty deep, and it's kind of hard for me even to do this. So. But this is what we do every day to better ourselves because we really need to do this. Number nine, what drives me? What drives you? What is your drive? What makes you get up and put your shoes on in the morning and want to continue throughout that day? All right, we'll go to number 10. What do others say about my goals? So, if you're like bring up your goals to somebody else, do they say that they feel like it's a good idea, attainable idea? You probably want to work with people that actually know a bit about you and like what you do and what kind of person you are and all that because there's a lot into it. You can't always trust what somebody else says, but a lot of times people have information that you just don't have yourself. You know, they have better outside of your insight, if you get what I mean. So we'll go to number 11. If I can find it. Where do you want to land? Where do you want to end up? What is your big end game? What is it? We'll go over these a little bit more in a minute, but for now, I'm just going to ask the questions, give you time to think about it, and then I'll go over a little bit more in depth. All right, so number 12. Is my goal smart? Is it measurable, attainable, realistic, time bound? If it's not, then go back to the drawing board. All right, number 13. What is the big picture? I think we were already talking about this a little bit. But what is the big picture? What do you want to do? Do you want to help others? Do you want to make a ton of money? Do you want fame? Like, what is it that you really want in the end? The total end game. All right, so we're going to go back to number 1. I'm just reading over a little bit of material that I looked up and found, which is not pretty good, so we'll just go over this. All right, so back to number 1. What's the purpose? To ensure you're creating goals that are genuinely right for yourself. Ask yourself, what is the purpose behind these goals? Or this goal? Whatever, if it's one or more than one. It's best to start with maybe one or a couple, but don't overwhelm yourself. Just start out, it could be small or it could be something big. Or something small that will lead to something big, rather. So, if you feel that you have to pursue the goal, then get rid of it. If it is a goal you want to pursue, continue to remind yourself why it's important to you. What value in your life is this goal honoring? It's pretty good. All right, number 2. Go back over number 2 again. What does a successful outcome look and feel like? All right. Now let's start with the end game and imagine you have already reached your desired outcome fully and completely. What are the major milestones that helped you get there? By asking these questions, you can identify the big rocks that will lead you to your ultimate outcome, rather than get stuck into quicksand. That's pretty good. So, we're going to go back over number 3. What would my life look like if I achieved my goals? This one question will lead you to additional questions as you try to get clarity about where you really want to go. Do the goals align with your values? Is the goal something you really want? Or are you trying to live someone else's dream? The more questions you ask yourself, the more closer you will get to an answer. All right. I find this stuff really good, and I will be working on my goals along with you guys. I just ask that you guys just give it a shot. Even if you can just answer 1 or 2 questions, it's fine. I'd really like it if you guys left maybe a little bit, some brief answers to these questions, maybe in the comment section would be cool. That way I could get a look at what you guys got going on, what you're thinking, because sometimes looking at other people's goals can help me figure out maybe something I'm stuck on in my own situation. And we can look back on this and maybe help somebody else out at the same time with theirs as well. So, or maybe something I say might help you with yours. We're a team, so we're just going to work this together. All right, so we're going to go to number 4. What's my greatest superpower? I like this one, but it's so hard to point out your own superpower. It seems like a lot of times if somebody else can point it out for you, it'd be better, at least in my opinion. But I don't know. A lot of times I think I'm a little too humble in times to be like, oh, I'm superpower this, superpower that. But other days I feel like I have a superpower, whatever. So, the art of the self-question is one of the most incredible superpowers we have. Unfortunately, many of us don't use this power consciously. Heading in the best direction requires you to understand what's best for you. Who am I? Emphasize on the I. Is one powerful way to illuminate this. Something like that. Anyways, uncut and raw, like I said. You get all my little errors. It's all right. This is part of the procedure, the process. Okay. Spend a lot of time exploring this question, and choosing the right goals and directions will be easy. Yeah, that's what they say. It'll be easy, they said. It can be easy. It's as easy as you make it. But the more you get clear on your goals and the more you get clear on what it is that you actually want to pursue in life, the better and easier it will be. And I believe all is as easy as you make it, really. The harder you work on it, the easier it'll be. So, here we go. Number 5. Why is this my goal? Why will this goal change your life? Business, dreams, and finances. If you ask about everything you're doing in your life, you'll better gauge what is really going on to help you succeed. Once you know why you're doing something, you'll be able to be less vague. Yeah, that's my problem. I'm real vague a lot. I gotta work on that. If you're vague in your goals, you'll be vague in your results. This will make you feel as though you've failed. Nobody wants to feel like that. So get clear. Don't be vague. The more questions you ask, the less vague it'll be. So keep on going here. Number 6. What do I ultimately want to achieve? Yeah. The key is to identify your end goal and focus on attainable steps to meet that goal. Once you've fleshed out what you truly want for your life, career, business, etc., you can then uncover the building blocks for the most successful outcome. Every step you take now and in the future should align with the bigger picture. So, once we set these goals and we get a little bit clearer on these goals, then we can actually take the steps towards these goals each day. But we need to remember every day that we are trying to accomplish this goal. So you got to be passionate about your goals. You really you gotta want it. The more you want it, the more you'll focus on it. The more you focus on it, the more it'll get done. And a lot of times, for me, things just end up falling into place when it comes to my goals because I get real passionate about my goals. All right, so number 7, what's my ideal job description? When working with burnout doctors, the first step is to change their focus by 180 degrees. They are laser focused on what they don't like in their job and are actively running away from these pain points. Success in stopping burnout and putting them back in a career with purpose requires building the ideal job description and then making sure they're always moving in that direction. Alright, so I guess I'm taking it, you create your job description, one that you want, like what, like your passions again, and what will keep you focused and keep you going, driving towards that goal. Very important to have drive and passion for what you want to do. At least that's what I think. See, I don't know everything. I only know what I learn, and I only learn what I know. So, number 8, what are my values? Investing time and resources is knowing your values is critical. Once you're clear on your values, make your calendar match. Spend time on things that are truly important in moving towards your goals, and learn to ignore distractions. This ensures that when you achieve success, it will be fulfilling to you. Yeah, distractions. That's another thing that happens a lot in my life. And I think it happens in everybody's life. It's life. There are distractions. But when it comes to accomplishing very important goals, you got to really be laser focused on it and not let things distract you so much. I'm working on that too. Another big one to work on. All right, we got number 9. What drives me? Understanding yourself at the first step towards identifying the right goals for you. Until you know what drives you, it's hard to drive yourself in the best direction. First, clearly define where you want to go. Then ask yourself why you want this, what you will achieve, and what challenges you will face along the way. Define and tackle the steps needed to obtain your ultimate goals. Drive, drive, drive. What drives you? What drives you? The more you know that what drives you. For me, what drives me is I want to help others, and I want to learn, while doing it. So, the more I learn, the more it seems like I get driven into whatever it is that I'm interested in at that time. For me, though, I have lots of interests, so I'm trying to focus down to just a few of the most important interests. But for me right now, I just want to teach other people how to be successful while I become successful as well. So, like, we could do this together. That's my plan. All right. So let's go back to number 10. What do others say about my goals? Okay, what do others say about my goals? Even leaders who are self aware will benefit from asking someone else for help in identifying their next goal. Pick a trusted colleague who knows who knows you well and will give you fair, candid insight. Be specific when asking them for advice by saying, "What is one thing I should stop, change, or change rather, that will enable me to be more effective in my career?" By going outside of yourself, you expand your resources so you can head in the best direction. That's some good advice too. Because, like I said earlier, a lot of times you don't realize, like, maybe where your flaws are so much. It's easier sometimes to have somebody else point them out for you. You just got to keep an open mind and not get upset at people for pointing out your flaws. Uh, it's what you call it, criticism, constructive criticism, which is a good thing as long as you are the type of person that can handle it. For me, I can handle it. You can tell me that I suck at this, I suck at that. Honestly, I don't care. I want you to tell me. That way I can grow and not suck so much anymore. So, in the comments below, keep on answering these questions if you can. It's my challenge. My challenge to you. As I will do my best to answer these questions as well. Like, this is challenging, I think, for me. Anytime it has something to do with me directly, it's challenging. But if you want to ask me about your goals or this or that, like, for some reason it's easier to point out somebody else's, like, oh, this or that. And it's like, I don't know why it is like that, but it is for me. All right, number 12. Actually, I think number 11, did we do this? Oh, number 11, I lied. All right, back to 11. Where do I want to land? When setting goals, it's important to understand the long game. Where do you want to end up? Many times we set goals based on 5 or 10-year goals instead of charting a course for the next 20 to 30 years, including retirement or your second career. What skills and experiences do you need to build to not only be successful in your current career, but also to find success afterwards? Jeez, that's a long time to wait, huh? 20, 30 years? Yeah, I'm not that young anymore. I don't know if I have 20 or 30 years. Well, possibly I do. I do if I take care of myself, I suppose. Alright, let's go to 12 for real this time. Number 12. Is my goal smart? Okay, we actually already went over what this says, which is basically what SMART stands for. It is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. If it's not, then go back to the drawing board. So I said earlier, and I guess I'll say it again. All right, number 13. I think this is the last one. All right, number 13. What's the big picture? Ideally, goals are in support of a higher purpose. So it's time for some soul searching. What is your reason for being on this earth? What and who matters to you more than anything or anyone else? Imagine it's many years in the future and you are reflecting on the arc of your life. What do you want to see? Whatever the answer, start setting goals now that will get you there. All right. Guess that's the end of that. So anyways, like I said, my challenge to you is to answer these questions to the best of your ability. The more time and effort you put into it, the clearer you'll get on your goals. And the clearer you get on your goals, the more clearly you'll be able to achieve them. I know this isn't an easy task always. So take your time and remember, it doesn't have to be perfect because you can always do this over and over again until you get it adjusted to how you need it. And actually, the more you write these down, the better. The better it seems like the more you write stuff down, it will happen. And it will happen just the way that you wrote it to happen. So for now, that's it. You guys have a wonderful day, and remember, like and describe. Subscribe, please. Like and subscribe. I should have said that earlier in the video, but I forgot. Yeah. All right. Well, I love you all and have a wonderful day. Bye.